ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos.
We are coming.
All right. We're back. It's a Circling Back podcast. You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like that casual nature of it, all right?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, here we go again.
Here's the thing. It's a podcast. It's the Circling Back podcast. In fact, I'm David.
That's the thing about it.
Producing over there in his, is that a Magnolia rowback?
Hi, Dave.
It's a producer, Randall Trimbacki. You were a little early on the high, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
There it is.
This is I think I don't know.
Azalea,
the Masters
not
one, the
Magnolia.
Azaleas, yeah.
It's the Masters themed Azalea polo. One of multiple color options.
You look like the kind of guy who's going to go play 4 holes at Butler pitch and putt and not play the rest because he's fearful of his right miss hitting a car.
It's true.
That's the vibe you're putting off today. How are you?
Oh, I'm just doing, it's just a Monday. Let's get those bad Monday energy vibes out there. Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, dude, you're out of here.
What do you mean like out there? Like you're putting them out there to the listener who's trying to
You
avoid
want them
those?
out here with
Or
us?
like,
Yeah.
You mean like putting them away? What do you mean?
You
Can we
know,
stuff them in a drawer
it's-
somewhere?
It's up to you guys to decide. I'll let you have the
To choose your own adventure.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, Dillon, can you top that? Dillon Shivery.
I'm gonna do my best, Davey. We had as we often do, a listener stop by, but this listener came by Monday morning before we even recorded, which is a wild move to me. And he had a lot of energy for a Monday morning,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to match said energy. But thank you for stopping by, sir. What was his name? Is his name?
You talking about the guy who came in and just pretty much yammed on you, then left?
Yeah, he
Eddie,
did.
Yeah,
Eddie.
man.
His name's Eddie. I won't
Shout out
completely
Eddie
dox
for
him.
stopping by Monday at 9:45 ish.
He texted me, DM'd me last night. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm in town. Think I can come by and get a pic?" And I was like, "Yeah, we'll be there all day." So not thinking like you're gonna come by in the first 30 minutes of office hours.
He let me
Didn't
know
matter.
unsolicitedly that he had unfollowed me on the Grom.
It's kind of sick.
Didn't need to know that. He said a few messages went unanswered, and therefore I got the unfollow. I'm sorry, I just don't check all my messages.
Dillon said he checks about 20% of the DMs that come his way.
The requested DMs, yeah. Like
Yeah.
if we've already exchanged before, I will check your message, but I don't always check the requested folder.
Yeah. And also, what was your other quote? You said, if you're dumping them out in your picture, then I'll check it.
I don't think I said that.
I think that's exactly verbatim what you said.
I don't think I said that. But it was nice to have someone stop by. And I'm also ready for a fantastic week of podcasting. It is podcast week. I don't know if you mentioned that yet. It's
No.
podcast week.
I did not mention that yet.
Okay.
But it's
Sorry.
also YouTube week.
Yeah.
What's YouTube week? I don't listen to a lot of shows. I don't watch a lot of shows. I'm different. Well, let me tell you about that, son. It's Circling Back podcast. It's not just a podcast, it's a visual show, Randy. Randy puts in so much work with the cameras and making sure everything looks good and making sure nobody else can do his job when he leaves. That's not fair to him. Not fair. We could figure it out. But we need you to go to our YouTube and subscribe. Just hit us with that sub. Watch the show. Toss it on. Watch a podcast, Hoss. Come on. YouTube.com/circling back.
It'll add to your experience.
Yeah. I shaved last night. My
Oh, wow.
face.
So you would not know that had you not been watching.
I wouldn't have brought it up otherwise.
I got like 5 comments talking about how sun-kissed I look. And I'm like, I know.
And no,
Got
you
some
didn't.
sun.
No, you didn't. I didn't get much sun over the weekend. That's too bad.
Pretty overcast. I mean, there's a little bit of sun. It was just
Yeah.
it was hot. It was not a great outdoor weekend. A little soupy.
We got a swim off yesterday, but no sun to speak of.
Where'd you swim?
This is my place.
What?
Yeah.
Like in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Splish, splash. I was
Yeah, I took a
taking
swim in my
bath.
bathtub, man.
Shampoo is better.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It goes on first and cleans the hair.
Parks' favorite movie.
That's great.
I
Does he
know.
understand like some of the?
The things that the kids talk about in 4th grade, Quite mature. I'm learning. He knows a lot of stuff.
I think that movie is where I learned what Nudie Magazine Day was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Nudie Magazine Day was before the Billy
Kids
Madison.
these days don't even know about nudie magazines.
They don't realize how good they got it.
They have the miracle of the internet now.
Quit looking at me, Swan.
Yeah, that's also a line from the
Stop?
movie.
I can't.
It's a line from
Conditioner is better. All right, I'll stop. Let's just do impressions. That's what we do here. Hey, check it out. We also do a newsletter. We dropped one Friday. We drop one every Friday morning. It's in your inbox. You get into work, you start clicking away. Maybe you're going to hammer some spreadies. Well, before you do that, before you hammer the spreadies, you can peep the newsletter. It's on Substack, wash.substack.com. You don't know about spreadsheets. I had to have Brett help me with the spreadsheet on Friday. It's very nice of him. He's good at spreadsheets.
Yeah, that's his job pretty much.
It's kind of his bread and butter.
Yeah.
If you will.
He loves Excel.
What else? Oh, washmedia.shop for some merch. Dillon's Track House. I'll let him talk about it. Go ahead, buddy.
Trackhouse every Thursday, 2:00 Central. I play Golden Tee live from here in the stew, but more importantly, you get to chat with the boys. It's a very interactive, chat-based
It's a visual show.
program.
Literally.
Yeah,
You can't listen to it. We don't put it like in a podcast.
yeah,
form.
it's fun. The people who come through very lively in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Check
Good
it out.
times. Check it out.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
We had the party and it was lit.
I got yelled at by a prostitute.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
David Woodrose, let's go.
Recapping this weekend in fun presented by Lucy Dillon, 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free.
Can I talk about my favorite product that Lucy offers?
I'd love you to, man.
I have a lipper in right now, actually, as an 8 milligram Lucy Breaker, and the flavor is apple ice. And I love them so much. I take one right before we record every single day.
Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise.
Yeah.
Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken up and release extra flavor and hydration. I'm a basic guy. My favorite flavor, I don't even know if this makes me basic, but it's the one they always say, the mango. I like the mango.
Mango's fine.
Mango's my
It's real
thing.
good.
That's the one I'm rocking with. I like the gum, but Dylan, you're all in on the breakers.
I'm all in on them, man.
When do you like to pop it in? I know you pop one in before you record, but when else?
My favorite time to pop one in is after I eat breakfast. I don't know why. Just on a full tom-tom, just to get the day rolling. It makes me feel fantastic. Also, after lunch, I'm finding out that on a full stomach is a great time to enjoy one, but also right before I record. So there you go.
Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/steam and use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code STEAM to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Let's start with Dillon.
Ooh, thank you, Dave. Had a pretty action-packed weekend, actually. Friday, stepped out for a little dinner with some friends.
It's truly action-packed.
We did happy hour at a little establishment called Vince Young Steakhouse.
You did happy hour there.
Happy hour at Vince Young Steakhouse.
What does that get you?
They have like $2 or $3 off cocktails and a couple bucks off beers, that kind of thing. Oh, appetizers are half off. So pretty good little situation in there.
So you ate dinner there as well?
We had just light apps, and then we had dinner afterward at a place called Arriba Baja.
We weren't there, Dillon.
It's where Wax Myrtle used to be. And it's kind of like an upscale-ish Mexican food establishment. And while it was good, I probably won't be going back.
Dude, I can't get past. No one is doing happy hour at Vince Young Steakhouse.
I know. It wasn't my call, but it was fine.
I mean, like, I have no doubt that it's good. It's just.
Ask me why I won't be going back to this Mexican food establishment, David.
Why won't you be going back to the Mexican food establishment that you referenced about, I'd say 90 seconds ago?
Do you know how much your boy loves a frozen margarita? I don't order on the rocks. I just don't do it. I'm a frozen guy through and through. I love them. I feel like you get a better value. They last longer. They're delicious. I love them so much. This place didn't have a frozen mark. You kidding me? You can't go to Target and buy a blender and just throw the shit in there and blend it up. What are you doing? What are we doing?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Wait, hold on.
And so that turned me off a little bit.
Make it make sense.
That turned me off a little bit, Randy. You know your boy likes a frozen margarita. Say something, bitch.
What did it show you ask for?
Make it make sense.
Or is it just not on the
I
menu?
looked at the menu and I didn't see it. And I said, you guys have a frozen? And she was like, sorry, we don't do that here. I said, oh, sorry, I won't be coming back.
Did you really? That's
I
kind of rude.
I didn't say that. She was actually
She's trying to get by.
She was lovely. She was a great server.
Is she the one that you got her Instagram at and sent it out to the group?
No, stop. It didn't happen. No,
Make it make sense.
it was a great night. We had fun. It was a great night though. Saturday, big day. Parks had a playoff game, second round of the playoffs. They won their first one.
Were you all hung over?
No, we kept it in check. Playoff game in the early afternoon, and we played a really good team. They have two of probably the best pitchers in the league. They throw gas, relatively speaking, for 9, 10-year-olds. They throw gas. They couldn't find the plate, man. It was a boring, long game.
Who's the plate man?
Just walk after walk after walk.
Sorry.
I think our team got one hit, and we beat them by like 6 runs.
Dang.
I know. They couldn't find the zone. And so we're on to the championship, baby. We got championship game on Wednesday. You guys have an invitation to come through if you'd like. If you have nothing to do, Wednesday, 6:30.
I don't want to if I were to go to a game, I would probably not make my presence known to Parks. Just not that my
get
presence.
nervous?
I just don't want him to be like, oh,
Dave's here. He's going to start pressing at the plate.
the boys are here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to yeah.
Yeah.
I would be out in the outfield. I would be kind of like an angel, not literally in the outfield, but I'd be, kind of like an angel in the outfield, but I'm not an angel.
I'm excited.
I'm no
but
angel, y'all.
You'd be the mysterious dad over in outfield just drinking a beer.
Yeah, probably.
On
You
the
know what?
fence.
Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, I would probably I would stand with the crowd so people didn't get weirded out by my presence.
I'm excited but nervous. I get really anxious when he plays, man.
Are you going to keep score?
Yeah, I'm the scorekeeper. Official. And then we went to down around San Marcos Way to celebrate my brother-in-law. He graduated from physical therapy school, so congrats to Kendall. Really doing big things down there. It was a lovely time with fam.
Dude, tell the people at home what you told me about the new, what now sits
Oh yeah, we
in
went
a prime
to
time spot in San Marcos.
we went to Kirby Lane for a little just lunch situation. Actually, it was early dinner, more like, and it's at the old Joe's Crab Shack location. And if you know Texas State, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sesame Road.
Sesame. It's like prime. It's like maybe the best plot of land in all of San Marcos. It's right there on the river.
You make a
Overlooks
right
the
from
river.
Ocarina Springs. I remember it when first time I went to visit Texas State, it was, you make a right onto Sesame and you start going up that hill and you look over and you're like, whoa.
Why is this beautiful Joe's Crab Shack sitting here on the river?
Why is it? Yeah. Why is there a Joe's Crab Shack in this prime spot?
Yeah, and now it's a Kirby Lane Cafe. We had a great time.
What'd you
We had just Chelsea and Parks got sandwiches. I wasn't all that hungry. I don't know why. I just kind of snacked off of their plates. That's it. That's not exciting.
I was just
Yeah.
curious. Kirby's a controversial spot. There's Kirby and there's Magnolia in Austin.
Yeah,
And that's why it's noteworthy to us.
yeah. Sunday we went swimming. Ran some
Not in your
errands.
bathtub.
No, we went swimming in a swimming pool. Had a great time. Parks and Chelsea are two peas in a pod, man. They are obsessed with each other, and it's really great for Parks' dad to see. And that's that, man. That's my
That's you.
weekend. That's my weekend. Pretty excellent.
Randy.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Yep.
Did you take a bath?
No, I did not. But I did take a couple showers just because, routine hygiene is good. But Thursday, like I said last episode, I went to that candlelight rings, like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones string quartet. It was very, very intimate. I very much recommend it to anyone. They do them all over the country that they do different ones. They do Taylor Swift ones, Coldplay ones, do other things. I highly recommend it as a date night. It would definitely be a good date night.
You went
activity.
solo.
I went solo.
Because you're secure enough with yourself.
Not only did I go solo, I was at a church and the whole place was pretty packed. Like there was people everywhere. And I was in a long pew, all by myself. So it was very obvious I was solo.
Oh,
Dang.
It was so obvious. 2 people commented on it.
What'd they say?
It was just like, are you here by yourself? Like because what happened was I was sitting on the very end of the pew, and on the other end of the pew was like a pillar. So you couldn't get in that way. So it was very much like I kind of like blocked off the whole thing without noticing.
you didn't get any sympathy.
I do.
Sympathy what?
Someone did try hitting on me, and I just I
There
was
you
like,
go,
I,
see?
and I was like, but I wasn't interested. So
Really?
I
You
ran
can get
away.
What'd they say?
Sympathy phone number?
I'm not going to get into it.
No. Let's get into it.
No, they just wanted.
Hey, nice mustache, big guy.
What, Dylan? What did you think somebody should have jorked him or what?
Yeah,
Just like,
you
hey
gonna
man,
jork me
don't
in
get
church?
jorked at the
a sympathy
candlelight.
phone number.
This dude,
Look at this lonely guy. Here you go, bud.
dude, this
Fucking-
is sad. Here's my number.
String quartet starts playing Reigns of Castamere. Randy's getting jerked off like it's the Red Wedding. Are you kidding me?
Jesus, man.
Was it Game of Thrones?
It was half Game of Thrones, half Lord of the Rings. When they started playing Reigns of Castamere, though, I looked around to make sure we weren't getting locked in. I was like,
You understand the reference, Dylan?
Yeah.
Red Wedding.
Yeah, great episode.
yeah. So that was really cool. Friday night, Friday bought a couch, so I'm ready for my new couch for my new place. But
Did you go with that black leather one?
yeah, I did. I actually got my tripod too for the camera. But no, I actually went with a double recliner. Has a fold down. The middle thing has a fold down table with cup holders. My roommate looked at it and went, "That is such a dude couch." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just going to be a single dude."
Sick,
But it
dude.
was comfortable as hell. So a lot of this weekend was shopping just for the new apartment. But Friday night went out to Barton Springs Saloon with Dan for his birthday. Hung out with Boosh and Gordo.
That's where you went last birthday, didn't it?
That's what he does.
That's the spot.
That's
That's
what
his
he does.
spot.
Yeah,
Shout
just
out to Dan.
got some Tommy Want Wingy. Very good chicken wings.
Very good, very expensive.
Hungry.
Uh-huh. There was right as I was leaving, there was like 4 cops that pulled people over. I think they might have been drag racing down South Lamar, and they're right in front of the place.
Dude, that's
Not a good
that's
road.
an active intersection at night. Remember, that's where I
Like I was wondering, it also could have been I didn't know exactly what was happening, but like all those cops pulling up, I'm like, is this another Dillon
that's
situation?
where I narked on the street takeover.
Yeah.
Same intersection.
Yeah.
So there could have been
That's
a
not a good
potential.
road to race down.
No, it's a very busy road.
Very busy and also just
Construction and
don't
people.
race, but I mean, come on. Make it make sense.
It could have been a straight like street takeover. I don't know exactly what happened, but anyways, and then Saturday, more shopping, whatever, and then went to Sauce's house and we just had a little get together at his place. And then Sunday was just doing absolutely nothing. We hit the pool. It's a lot of just relaxing and shopping this weekend.
What else did you shop for?
I was just going to Home Goods and stuff, just kind of getting an idea of some of the things I might want, like end tables and stuff. But until I actually move into a place, I'm not going to get anything. But I might get a new table and some bar stools and some chairs. We'll see. We'll see.
Very
Plants.
exciting stuff
Very cool.
in the life of Randy.
This is very much Will Ferrell talking about like how he's having a nice little Saturday going to Home Depot and everything
It's all
you know,
right.
in old school.
It's okay,
The
Randy.
tank.
There's nothing to be
It was
ashamed
nice.
of. You had a nice weekend.
You know what?
I
I
was
had-
bummed I didn't get to, I had the options and I chose to not. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't that I wasn't down bad or anything. I was just like, you know what? I mean, so I'll just let me get into mine. Do you mind? It's nothing exciting.
We yield our time.
I found a Netflix documentary. It's a 3-parter. It's about the hunt for. You guys heard of this guy? Osama bin Laden.
Oh,
The manhunt.
sounds familiar.
I recommend it. Now, the first episode leaves a little bit to be desired. Second half of the second one, it gets going, and then it kind of kicks off with I think one of the stations in Afghanistan. It's depicted in Zero Dark 30 when one of the station chiefs allows an asset, what they think is an asset, who is bin Laden's somebody, and they let him in. They think he flipped. for the USA, for the good guys, pulls in, suicide bomber, boom, kills like 6 CIA employees. It's a pretty seminal part of Zero Dark 30. And then that kind of ends episode 2. And then episode 3 is like, oh, we found his courier. We know where he's staying in Pakistan. And it's very interesting. And it talks like Leon Panetta, some of the players. Okay. I recommend it. I think I give it my seal of recommendation and approval. I have a double seal.
Wow, he got this gets the double
Yeah.
seal, the
Damn.
double Davey seal.
Double seal of approval?
How many booms do you give it though?
I give it come on, Randy. Jesus.
2.
It's just everything's a joke with this guy.
He's a fucking goofy kid, man.
He's a goofy fucker, but we
He's a
employ him.
Wacky Trimbacky.
Maybe I'll watch it.
You should watch it. It's all right. Oh yeah, Friday. I won a snack run.
It's true, he did. He came back.
The
with some
first of its
snacks.
kind. I hit Costco. I was like, why are we not utilizing my Costco memby? Now I can write it off. No, look. Costco delivers. I didn't. You can get lost in Costco. You can go real hard. We kept it affordable. We got a good amount of snacks. We got some cold brew. Got some protein shakes. I think we did good. I give it a 4 out of 5 as far as snack runs go.
I might have one.
Jerky?
Of
No,
those.
you did a good job, Dave.
Turkey jerky and beef jerky.
You've come a long way since your Ritz cracker days.
Yep.
Cool Adam respected the Ritz crackers.
He
Cool
was the
Adam.
only one.
He was fucking just.
He was deleting.
He was
Ritz
just
crackers.
dirty bulking Ritz. Shout out to him. And now look at him. He's like powerlifting. Had an eye on the PGA Championship. I won't say it was my favorite mage. It's not. It wasn't. But it's a major and I'm going to dial into it. I'm going to watch a little bit of live from afterward. It's nice Friday night material. Saturday evening, we had a little game 6 in Dallas. Stars Jets. And just a proper hockey game. Just a clean, just everything you want in a hockey game, in a game 6, an elimination game. They weren't calling a lot. In fact, they think they called 1 penalty, maybe 2, and the one was very consequential toward the end. It bled into OT, and Thomas Harley gets the series clincher. It was just great. And by the time it ended, you're watching a game like that. You want your team to win it because you don't want to go on the road for a game 7. It's too stressful. By that time, I was like, man, it was like 10:15 or so. And I was like, I thought about going out, thought about meeting up with you guys, Randy at James's. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. I was done. But I will say there's one thing I have to be critical of this week from my weekend. Wasn't T-ball. T-ball ended. T-ball was great. Got a trophy, another trophy. This kid's stacking trophies.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm going to be critical of them all. And I'm going to be, I know that wages aren't great. I'll be a little critical of employees of shoe establishments.
Hear about these tariffs, man? Sorry, go ahead.
I have heard about the tariffs. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Just making things expensive. I don't know. Go ahead.
I get,
Yeah.
shoes. I don't know. I really, I kind of tuned out on it.
Yeah.
You see these eggs?
Yeah, dude.
Well, I got in trouble this morning. I ate all the eggs. I was showering and Alyssa got back from dropping off the boys and she knocked on the door. She goes, Did you eat all the eggs? I was like, yeah, was that it? I didn't realize it. She's like, yeah, we're out of eggs.
David.
Oops.
Damn.
Anyway, not important. No, I just want to say, of the establishment, I walked into 5 establishments at the mall. Well, just kind of browsing shoes. I'm just in the market for shoes. Of the 5, I walked into 3. All had 2 people working there. No one looked up from their phone when I walked in. No one looks up everyone's just looking down at their phone. Employees. No one walked up to me. Shout out to Foot Locker. Good workers there.
Well, they're referees. They have to always keep an eye on the game.
That's
you know?
fair. That's fair. They're tossing flags. I was just like thinking, I was like, man, I am actively trying to spend money. I know I'm a generic 40-year-old guy. I'm probably not the clientele that they're looking for. They don't think I'm going to go in there. I'm not popping tags, right? I'm not in there throwing big boy stacks around, but I was looking to spend like, I don't know, anywhere from 75 to $100 US dollars on a pair of
buddy.
shoes.
I didn't know you had it like
Big
that.
spender.
And nobody, I walk in, I'm just like kind of look at the wall. And I'm like, clearly, I'm like, yeah, looking at newbies, looking at Nikes, looking for. Nobody comes over. Nobody looks up from their phone. I was like shocked. I don't know if these stores don't do commission anymore or what, but I was a little bit disheartened by that, disenchanted, disenfranchised. I felt dissed.
Kids these days, nobody wants to work
Don't
hard.
they see I got a cool mustache?
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
I'm like the old dad, but like, look at my stash. I used to rollerblade.
Yeah, you did.
That counts for something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was upset about it, so I went and sat down at the cork and closed it down.
Did you actually? Did you actually go?
I walked by it.
Jeez, you're such a.
What? You're mad because I didn't go get a booze drink?
Go get a fucking booze drink and get a picture in front of the cork, man. Like, what are you doing? It's right there. Sorry, I'm just upset.
Dude, the mall, we talked about the mall coming back. The mall is back, but it's back with like the people who should be at the mall, like cool teens.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I want to do is put out the vibe that I'm like doing some kind of influencing at the mall with the cool teens. Because then they're going to like out influence me and meme me. And I'm going to end up on like
You're going to end up as a
shithead
TikTok.
Steve.
Like, look at this old guy doing a TikTok at the kiosk ball bar.
I'm like, I see him out of the corner of my eye recording. I'm like walking over. I'm like, no. Look, I've got this thing. I got a podcast.
Oh,
we
sure
did this
you
bit.
do, Grandpa.
And like they're recording and they're like, God, look at this fucking washed ass. And I'm like, well, that's the thing. The company is called Wash Media.
Right.
It's the point. Yeah.
You might have heard of me. No, you haven't. Okay. Anyway, just do better. Do better, shoe stores. Foot Locker, though, you're doing great. I got the hard sell at Foot Locker. So, my problem, if I go to a place and I'll try on shoes, I feel bad not buying them.
They still wearing the referee get up?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's their thing.
I love it.
They're never changing.
Nah. See, the referees, but they're shoe salesmen.
Yeah. It sets them apart.
Of course. Yeah.
Is Champs not a thing anymore? I used to be a Champs guy back in the day.
Man, Dick's Sporting Goods is the end-all be-all of like sports equipment.
Love Dick's.
It
Get you a glove, Hoss.
It dunks on Academy.
Yeah, it definitely slam dunks on Academy.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to me in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, you had very, very dick heavy.
Calm down, Randy.
No, Dick's is good. Where is the closest Dick's, though?
There's one out in Bee Cave,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Then-
try- yeah.
The next
Hill
one's
Country-
Domain.
Hill Country Galleria. That's the only one I know of, actually.
It's Galleria time.
Oh, there's one in the domain. There's probably one in the domain.
Is the one, there's one
Okay.
in Domain.
Okay. Again, not doing the domain, just parking situation. I'm pretty good about parking situations not bothering me, but that's one where I don't want to be in that parking
They-
area.
They got some parking garages.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
know.
make
I
it
just
too
don't want to
hard.
park. I don't want to park in a garage to go,
You don't
whatever.
wanna park
Dude,
in a
nobody
garage,
cares.
man.
Nobody cares. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah, it is.
Mental health awareness is growing, Dillon, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say they have avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. Can you believe that?
Ridiculous.
This Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world's a better place when people are healthy and happy. I think we've all benefited from therapy.
I certainly have. I'm a major proponent of therapy. It's helped me in rough times, helped me get through. And it's helped me in good times. It's just I recommend it for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/circling to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/circling. All right. I don't know if you've been following the 10 inmates who escaped a New Orleans prison.
I have very little context. All I've seen is a video of them running out together.
All right. Don't pull it up yet, Randy. I want to give some context first. So, it happened in the middle of the night, just after midnight. These guys have rap sheets, convictions from everything from murder to domestic violence.
These are bad guys.
Some bad dudes. So they escaped through like a little cutout behind like a toilet. They were able to like jar open a door and get into like the handicap cell.
Okay.
They were tampering with the door of cell Delta 1006. They tugged and pulled until it broke open and snuck into the handicap cell. Then a man squeezed through a small hole in the wall behind a metal toilet. Another followed and another. 7 more would make their way through a tiny opening as 10 inmates fled the jail. I think 7 are still out there. They've caught a few. If you were leaving, if you're escaping, let's just say you're in this predicament and you get out. Would you leave like a message behind? Would you taunt anyone? Would you taunt the corrections officers, the warden?
I'd probably want to leave as little behind as possible. Like, is Dillon even still here? Oh, he is gone, but we wouldn't know that, except for the fact that he's just not present in the prison.
Randy, can you bring up the picture of the hole that they escaped through? And you might have to do some zooming.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they left some taunts.
Oh wow!
They did some drawings.
Too easy. Too easy. LOL.
Too easy. The
spelled
being
incorrectly.
T-O.
Yeah, T-O.
Okay.
Too easy.
That's okay. There's
we innocent. Oh, it says I'm innocent, but I'm is crossed out. It says we innocent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of a face with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah,
That's kind of tough though, man.
There's just
S my D.
yeah.
Is that someone's initials? Like I wrote this part.
that's like his John Hancock is
Yeah,
right there.
like,
Just
hey.
make sure, hey, this is me.
Hey, yes, I am one of the
So
escapees.
they signed the escape route before they left. They just left their mark and then just went through the tiny little rectangle
Yeah.
cutout.
Wow.
I mean, that's cocky if you're
what
like,
kind
you know
of prison
what?
is this? It's not a max? Like
I don't know if it's a max, but dude, they got
there's some
murderers
bad
there.
dudes. That must have been a high security prison. This is wild.
It's a little speech bubble that says "We out."
We out.
It's funny, like, you'd think you're trying to get out of there as soon as possible, and it's like you stop and you're like, hold on a second.
Hold on.
We're gonna leave a little message.
Let's let them know.
Yeah.
We out this bitch.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So yeah.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Too easy. LOL.
Light work is what I would have written.
This was nothing for us.
Like, you know what? Not that hard to escape.
This prison can't hold us down. Are they like what are they up to since? I mean, they're laying low. The ones who haven't been found. I mean,
It's a
what's going
fluid
on?
situation.
Yeah.
One guy was found under a parked car in a parking garage over off of like Bourbon. Just out about New Orleans, man.
Damn.
Scary stuff.
These are bad guys, Randy.
Bad guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to put as much distance between them and the prison.
That's what I would try to do. I would try to flee the country, maybe. You know?
Is it more difficult to escape prison these days? You'd think so, right?
I don't know. I've never been in one. Well, I did do that Alcatraz tour,
Yeah, you did do the Alcatraz tour,
but
no one's ever escaped.
I was allowed to just walk out because I wasn't an inmate.
No, but you had to return the
headset.
the headphones and
Yeah.
the little recorder you were walking around with.
I did, yeah. That stayed back.
No, it's just I don't talk about it much, and I got pardoned for it, but I reminds me of the time I was staying in prison,
Uh-huh.
and I had to crawl out through the pipes, through the sewage.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking gross. It stunk. The whole thing stunk.
I did a stint actually many, many years ago, and my cellmate had syphilis.
Not eradicated, as I've come to learn.
Yeah, he had syphilis, and I was like, "Ooh, stay back, buddy," because it can kill you. Famous gangster.
Who was it?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
They got him on tax evasion, right?
When I was in prison, there was this famous football quarterback that got imprisoned, and then they were doing this game between the inmates and the officers, and like all these they used to be like old college football guys, and the warden put it on. I tried out for the team. I didn't make it though.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was there, I think.
Yeah,
If this is the one I'm thinking.
I
Randy,
didn't
you'd
make-
100% make the team.
I didn't make the team.
What position?
Running back.
I didn't.
Or what position you try out for though?
I tried for the kicker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put the guy in that couldn't even kick it like 2 feet.
Yeah. Okay. You must have been terrible then.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I didn't know that you were in jail.
They tried putting me on the cheerleading squad.
Okay.
So I said I'll just watch from the stands.
Tracy Morgan, if I recall.
Yeah, when I got out, I got a job at the grocery store, and it
But
just wasn't for me.
That life wasn't for you.
Time had passed me
You
by.
feel like you didn't belong.
No,
That's
it
sad.
was fucking real sad.
I'm sorry, man.
Honestly, like kind of a real bummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somehow I was like the saddest part of the movie.
You missed your squad. That was,
yeah,
that was
I
the
wanted to
saddest
get
part
back
of
in
the
with
movie.
the boys.
Absolutely the saddest part of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Great.
almost like right before I got caught, I like went up north and was like just working at a Cinnabon, going to take it back to the mall for years.
Yeah.
And then eventually my bad ways got caught up to me and I got caught and put in jail. It was a good Cinnabon for a while. I managed the shit out of it.
You got to think Cinnabon's on the list of places that would get real old to work at for a long time just because that scent is so overwhelming.
And
It's a good scent for a while,
And
but
you
then
try
you're like-
hard not to eat that shit every day. You know,
Yeah.
it's just awful for you.
It reminds me of my time as a sandwich artist, and I just
Right.
started to loathe and detest the smell of bread,
Yeah.
which we
Which is a
famously
good
ran
smell.
out of one time. Not my shift. My shift didn't forget to make the bread.
Yeah, you were still left off the sketch.
I was. That was for unrelated matters. Me just general apathy. But I did get the call, and it was, we have no bread.
That ain't my fault, lady.
Well, that's tough. Tough. Looks like we're going to have to go push the keto thing or something. I don't know. This is pre-keto.
Yeah.
Pre-keto.
Yeah.
You ain't on it.
You ain't on it. Shout out to Anita.
What's this barbecue situation you got here, Dave?
No, Dillon's moving on.
I
had way more movies.
I feel like a natural segue time. Don't make a segue joke. I'm talking about like a segue.
You're talking about the mall. Did you see any Segway cops?
There you go. See, you took it there.
Paul Blart style.
Somebody messaged us about, did you get this? Yeah, you were on there. It was a tweet. It was like, yo, in Austin,
Yeah.
can't go to Terry Black's or Franklin's, which I've got questions. Was he banned? I get not going to Franklin's because nobody wants to deal with that line. But he was just like, not doing this, not doing this. And I was like,
Yeah. That part is confusing.
I wonder if he went too hard at Terry Black's one time. They're like, you can't come back, dude.
Maybe he was just banking on the line there. Like we talked about, moves very fast.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just put this out there in the world because I thought we gave him some sound advice. You hit me with the no notes, so I figured you co-signed.
Yeah.
So no Terry Black's, no Franklin's. You're in Austin. Let's say you've got time, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, if you don't have time, Terry Black's is like the place to go. But
Terry Black's. If you can get to Terry Black's now on a Saturday, I would say probably 11 is the latest. Look, you're going to have to wait in a line, and that line moves very efficiently. But I'm just saying, parking and waiting in line, those are two things you're going to have an issue with.
On a nice Saturday, that place is busting at the seams, man.
Yeah.
It is very crowded.
Yeah, very crowded. That being said, if those aren't on your list, you could try La Barbecue just on the east side. Problem is, they got all Michelin starred up, I believe, or at least a mention. That place is slammed now.
That place is excellent.
It is very good.
It's right there with anything I've ever had.
That was Alyssa and I would get that quite a bit back in the day, and now it's like not really trying to deal with that whole scene.
So Interstellar is another one that got some Michelin love.
yeah,
Interstellar is a glaring omission on my resume. I've never been to Interstellar, but I've heard wonderful things about it. Obviously, it's very highly regarded.
Leroy and Lewis.
Mhm.
Randy's a huge fan. They're known for the burger, but the brisket and everything else is pretty good too.
I tried their hog fat cornbread too last time with Dan. It was really good.
Did you ever
Hog fat
try that?
cornbread?
Yeah, it's black. It's not like yellow. It's like a black cornbread, but it's really good.
Didn't know such a thing existed.
Yeah, it comes with like a strawberry butter. It's very
Damn.
interesting. But Leroy and Lewis,
Sounds
even
very rich.
their barbecue line moves pretty fast. Like if you want a burger, you can walk up to the bar and order it and have the burger in your hands in like 5-7 minutes. But the barbecue actually goes pretty fast too. Now the brick and mortar.
I'm gonna give some love to the place down the street from here. Browns.
Never
Has
had-
anybody actually been to Corner Bar?
I've been to Corner Bar a couple times.
So it's right. It's a truck. It's like walking distance. It's like a 4-minute walk from our office.
Did you know that on, I think it's Sunday, from like when open to like 2 or something like that, they have free Brown's barbecue if you are drinking at Corner Bar. Something like that.
All the more reason to drink heavily.
Brown's barbecue is good. And it's not priced like these other Austin barbecue joints where you're going to leave after you're spending, $80.
It feels like next up to blow up. They don't have a brick and mortar. It's just the truck, but you can eat at the picnic tables or at Corner Bar, like we said. But it's one of those places where it's like no one talks about it outside of us, really. And it's like right there, and you're never going to have a big line.
Nice folks over there too.
Nice folks.
I've never actually had their like straight up barbecue because a lot of things they do is their wraps and their sandwiches. But they like last time I was there, I saw someone get a whole plate of barbecue. So I might want to do that sometime.
Yeah, they do a brisket sausage wrap that's $7 and it'll fill you up and it's delicious.
Might be a little fatty for Wendy, though.
That sandwich
That's
was
not
really
fair.
good. It was really fatty, but it was really good. But I do remember I was getting lunch there one time, and like I think there was going to be a U.S. soccer game or something like that for the World Cup, and it was going to be early in the morning, and they were going to open up early to do breakfast tacos at Corner Bar too. So sometimes they'll just like get up early for like certain things because Corner Bar has a lot of TVs. So that's always out there too.
Okay.
But I recommend Terry Black's or Leroy and Lewis as far as ease of getting in and out and really good food.
It's pretty wild. Like Rogan, I won't say he ruined Terry Black's, but like he posted there one time, and now in that place doubled their business. It's pretty crazy.
He did the same with KGB barbecue as well.
Is that the Egyptian place?
Yeah.
I still haven't tried that. That's a really good one.
Mhm.
From everything I've heard.
I haven't had it either.
Hmm.
Yeah, he mentioned it, and the line is crazy now.
Speaking of crazy now, what's Joe Exotic up to?
Ooh, our good friend Joe Exotic.
You know he's in prison.
Randy, there's a
I got the link.
Hold
Okay.
on. Let's read his first post. He found love in prison.
that's beautiful.
However, he posted a photo with his boyfriend, Jorge. Says they've officially taken him to an ICE detention center for his hearing to either stay in America or go back to Mexico.
Dude, I just realized that Jorge has a dope Joe Exotic tattoo on his forearm, and it says exotic on his hand. That's sick.
That is sick. He said he tagged the president. He's looking for that. He's looking for help. Says my parents and now this. I've suffered enough. It's time to watch season 2 of Tiger King and see they admitted on world television they committed perjury to let me go. It's not the best worded post, but what's interesting and what's notable about this post, not just talking about Tiger King. We could argue if Tiger King was really that good or if we were just locked down with COVID in like week 2 of the shutdown and we needed something. I think it still would have been good.
It was good. I didn't even know. Did I forget there was a season 2? I definitely didn't watch.
We didn't watch.
Yeah.
You can just post to Instagram from prison.
It appears so, yeah.
Guess so.
Get you a burner or just maybe you get, for good behavior, you get a cell phone.
You get little computer time in the lab.
Yeah, maybe a little computer time in the lab.
For good behave.
For good behave. And plus, I mean, he's Joe Exotic. You know his posts are going to do numbers. Although this one, but anyway, I think Jorge though left him with a little parting gift.
A beautiful parting gift.
Let's read it. It says, "I forgot to show you what Jorge left me." This one did more numbers for some reason. It says he left him something to remember him by. And Randy, if you don't mind,
I kind of do mind. I don't know.
Look at his hashtag. He hashtag love romantic, love you, memes daily, funny moments.
what is that?
So he doesn't clarify what this image is of, but it would appear, again, it would appear
I got to take this off my screen. It's just too much.
that Jorge left Joe Exotic butthole prints.
I'm sorry.
These look like, I don't even know how you get butthole prints like this.
Yeah, logistically, I don't know how this is possible.
Those are buttholes. This one's like in a little heart.
I don't know how you would do this.
All right, so I don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh
but,
my God, this is disgusting.
I'll get off the screen.
I got to ask, both of you guys have been in relationships before. Have you ever showed your love in this way?
I have not.
No.
It's never crossed my mind, actually. I don't know how one would accomplish getting their butthole prints onto a piece of paper.
Would this be, let's say you found your person and your person was going to go away and you realize this is goodbye. Would this be the way you would want to remember them?
I don't think so.
Why not? What's more personal than a butthole print?
Can you not have done just like the classic, just lips on a, the lip thing?
Well, I mean,
Mouth lips.
I don't know. You guys are being hypercritical, and how two consenting adults choose to express their love behind closed doors consensually. Who am I to judge that? So you guys are being the judgers. So why don't you guys criticize it some more?
Love is love. I mean, it's just more, I'm interested in how this can, is there a chance it is just regular lips? I just don't know
No.
how you could do that without like folding it.
It's a
very
full
interesting.
circle.
Here's the deal. This did about 5 times the numbers his other post did. Joe's back. Joe's back in the game. Now, he's still not doing big boy numbers, but the shares on this thing are serious.
He's got the content gene. We know that.
He definitely does. Does this make it more or less likely for him to get the Trump pardon?
That's probably not going to help his case too much.
You know,
I wouldn't think.
You don't
Well, they
think?
might get him on POTUS's radar, though. Like, hey, Prez, you see this, man? You see what Joe Exotic is up to in prison? His lover got detained,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what he left him. Make of it what you will.
Randy, is this what the kids are doing? You're the young guy.
I don't think this is what the kids are doing. As far as I know, this is not what the kids are doing, but maybe it's the next big TikTok trend.
I don't really see how this is possible.
The paper would have to be really crinkled up.
Yeah.
This is a clean sheet of paper. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to like stuff it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
You understand?
Remember in like the 80s and 90s when like the funny thing you could do was throw your bare bottom
Mm-hmm.
on the copier.
Oh, yeah.
I've never done that.
That's
But people
fine.
used to do that.
That's
like,
classic hijinks, man.
They're like, dude, that is hilarious. You are going to be talking to HR.
Yeah.
Imagine doing this.
No, I can't. I don't want to, frankly. It's a beautiful love story. Hoping they can reunite at some point.
That's sad.
They're in love, Dave.
What's like? Why are they? Whatever. What they ought to do is break into a handicap cell.
Yeah.
Mhm. And leave these
Leave
around
these-
the hall.
Yeah, exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
The irony of
Like,
that. by the
that's
way.
Jorge.
Oh,
That's his calling card.
Jorge's gone.
We all know it.
old Johnny Butthole Print or Jorge Butthole Print.
Spelled too easy, lol. But the O's are his butthole rings.
But how did this not get more attention? Like, this should have made the national news. This should have been on.
This
David
got
Murray should have
attention
been-
on Twitter, man. I saw it getting passed around a little bit.
God.
This is disgusting. All right, I'm gonna X out of this.
Yeah, Randy, you could take it off the screen. I said it was a visual show. If you minimize the window for that, I get it.
That's a little too visual.
Look at those two guys. Jorge looks like a good looking dude.
Yeah.
Zoom in on that tat, or would that be like a? There we go. Honestly, if he got that, if he got that in prison, that's good work.
That's what I'm saying for like prison quality. That's excellent.
Oh, he even got the exotic on the hand.
Is that a Budweiser King
There's
of
no
beers?
way it's a Budweiser crown on his knuckle.
Maybe
Could
he's
be.
a Latin king. Is that one of the gang?
Oh, that could be
That
it.
is a gang.
Maybe that's what that means.
Dylan's really flexing his knowledge of the streets.
Latin king tattoo. Let's see.
Oh, you're definitely going to get a visit.
That's what that means. I'm seeing it on fingers.
Good
So
for
that's, I
you.
guess, Lion King.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Sure it's just not the king of beers?
I'm not sure. No.
Dude, oh man. There's some guy in the Midwest with the King of Beers similar tattoo on his hand that's about to get a visit from ICE.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Has anyone ever liked Budweiser enough to get a Budweiser tat? I guess
Yes.
maybe the Clydesdales.
Yes.
Clydesdales will be a sick tat.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
Right?
Great. Some of the greatest Super Bowl commercials ever.
He's not wrong.
I'm just looking at Budweiser tattoos. Yeah. You should have known. Just look at all these.
Man, you got to really love a product.
What would be the worst beer to get tatted on you?
What about this?
Blue Moon.
Jesus.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Randy will get a Blue Moon tat.
Randy, what are the odds you get a Blue Moon tat?
I mean, I just don't think it's there. It looks very similar. The same.
It really does. That's
It
very
does.
unfair to Budweiser.
It does.
Guys, this podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online, whether you're just starting out or scaling your business. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. How about Squarespace? You can't tell the story of Washed Media without talking Squarespace.
No, Squarespace has been with us from the beginning, man. They helped us with our website. Made it very easy on us.
Think about us two ding-dongs trying to start a company. I mean, like, granted, it helped that Will's involved, but like, when we were first getting going, it's like, oh, website,
We're a couple ding dongs who know our way around Squarespace.
a couple golden retrievers mashing on the keyboard. We don't know.
That's
Squarespace helped us with that.
Yeah.
Everything.
They have easy to use templates if you're not very graphically inclined.
Right. The templates are key. Squarespace just makes it easy. Head to squarespace.com/steam. Again, squarespace.com/steam. That'll get you a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, go to squarespace.com/steam, get your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace, check it out. The all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. By God, that's Dillon's Peepee minute music. Let's talk.
PP minute coming at you. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this a little bit earlier, so I won't go into too much detail here. But Parks and his team, they had a nice little dub on Saturday against a very good team. Couldn't find the strike zone, like I mentioned. That part sucked. But yeah, they're on to the championship game Wednesday. Parks is he's gone a little cold at the plate, getting walked a lot, like I said. But he's not mashing it like he was a few weeks ago. I tweaked the swing a little bit, and I think it's going to help. He pitched a little bit recently. Didn't pitch in the playoffs. He pitched in the last game of the regular season. He got tuned up. I don't know. Here's the thing about this game on Wednesday. It's a full 6 innings, and the most they've gone so far is 4. So they have like an hour and a half time limit, right? You can't start an inning after an hour and a half. They're kids. But this is a full 6 innings. So we're talking, it starts at 6:30 on Wednesday night. So we're talking, it's going to be a 2-hour ball game. Parks might pitch in the championship if they run out of arms.
He's got to be ready.
You throw a kid out there, he can't find the zone. You got to pull him, man. You got to get next man
Short
up.
leash.
Next man up. Short leash.
Yeah.
We have a pretty deep pitching staff. And I think that bodes well for this format. Like I said, long game. The other team is 12-1. They are the number 1 overall seed, and they've earned it. It's a good team.
Do you run up against any famous athletes, kids in this particular league? Because I know that's a thing around famous being like maybe locally, maybe XUT guys, or just, you know what I mean? Or is that more like a Westlake, Lake Travis thing?
That's definitely a Westlake, Lake Travis thing. Not that I'm aware. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not aware of any former big leaguers, kids being in this league.
Okay.
But man, I'm equally excited and anxious about this game. I just want Parks to do well, man. Last game of the season, I want him to finish with, get a couple knocks. Let's get a couple knocks, man. Get on base. Let's score some runs. I'm going to be an absolute mess on Wednesday evening. I just am. I'm excited.
What's the celebration going to be? Because I think they're going to take it. I really do.
Dude, they got a shot. This team's good, though. This team's real good. They got a shot, man.
Any given Wednesday.
If we can throw strikes, and lately we have been, we got a good shot.
So is it too close? Like, are we to the point where we need to just let Parks go out there? Because I'm going to assume he's going to get some reps on the mound. I have a couple open spots at the academy.
You do?
I don't want to tinker with it too much before a potential outing, but
yeah,
mechanic wise, he looks good.
Yeah,
I think it's all up here right now. It's just him got to get more.
Man,
it's just got to get more reps.
When he pitches, he doesn't throw as hard as I know he can. It's like he's just trying to find the zone, and he takes a little bit off of it. I'm like, dude, just fire it in there, man. Just fire it. Don't aim it. This is what I tell him. I said, don't aim it, throw it. Which is what my coaches used to tell me growing up when I pitched. Don't aim it. You aim it, you start to, you miss because you don't want to do that. You want to be a free thrower up there. Batting wise, I give them tips before the game and in batting practice, but game time I say, when you're up there, man, just fucking swing.
Dumb question. Are they allowed to bunt?
I don't know.
It's probably, I remember my little league because when I was about his age, it was like, I don't think I think you could bunt, but like if you bunted, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was like kind of like frowned upon.
I've never seen a bunt in this league. There was an infield fly rule in effect.
Oh yeah, to blow people's
on
minds.
Saturday, and they called it, and I was scorekeeper. I knew what was going on. I'm a baseball guy. I understand the rule, but the parents in the stands were just they couldn't wrap their heads around why the batter was automatically out for hitting a pop fly.
Make it make sense.
And I had to explain it to like 5 different parents in the stands. It was really funny.
Some real non-ball knowers.
Wait, why? Like, well, theoretically, less than 2 outs and there's a force out. Theoretically, an infielder can intentionally drop a fly ball and then boom, boom, get 2 force outs to get a double play. And they were like, okay, so it's like, theoretically, like it makes sense, At this level, they're not going to do that, but that's what the call is.
Have you had to explain like the drop third strike or anything?
There's drop third strike does not apply in this league.
Okay.
No head first slides. They have some rules like that. I mean, if drop third strike, if you could take off, that would be a problem in this league because
I imagine so.
The catchers are not exactly advanced.
Yeah, I could see that being.
But I'll give the full update later on this week. Let you guys know how the team does, how Parks did in the championship. But they're ready. The squad's playing well, man. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
We can run it back. Knock this thing out real quick if you guys want.
Let's run it back.
Of course, that's the segment during which we talk about what we already talked about. Eddie, the listener, unfollowed your boy on the Grom. And he told me in person here this morning.
Shout out to Eddie.
Shout out to Eddie and shout out to the old San Marcos Joe's Crab Shack. Fantastic spot. Randy did not get jorked at the Kennelit nerd thing he went to.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, I never said that I didn't.
Cool Adam used to dirty bulk Ritz crackers here in the office.
It's carbs.
The Ruffs are out of eggs.
Somebody's in trouble. Somebody's going to be shutting down the cork tonight because he ate all the eggs. It's me.
Go home to her, David. Go make up with her.
Go home, pick up a dozen eggs.
Pick up a dozen eggs. And finally, we're doing hog fat cornbread with strawberry jam, which I'm intrigued by, must say.
Hog fat cornbread.
Hog fat cornbread.
That's a dirty
strawberry.
bowl.
It was strawberry butter. So it's like a butter and that has like little slices of strawberry on top of it.
Sounds like the richest bread you can eat.
That's what you give your kid. You're trying to put some weight on for football season. Try to move him over to the line. Give him some hog fat cornbread.
Had some flakes of salt.
You got to fatten you up, boy.
Oh, it was good.
And that concludes Run It Back.
As opposed to my buddy who they were trying to move from tight end to O-line. And they were just like, you got to eat peanut butter and syrup.
There was this kid in my high school who was just really skinny. Football. He played football, receiver. And he, like, one summer he came back. He's like, dude, I eat cheeseburgers all summer long to just bulk up. He didn't, you know, he was still just a beanpole. It was funny though.
That's great.
Just went to town on burgers.
Yeah, I wonder if my buddy regrets that because like he was kind of like tall. He was a tight end. He was tall, good shape, ripped up, and they're like, "We're gonna move you over to tackle." Like, all right. So he just bulked, like dirty bulk. They were like, eat everything this summer, and he put on like a bunch of bad weight. And like, I don't even think he made it I think they moved him back to tight end. It was like, so he just put on this shit weight. It's not like he wasn't going to play in college. He basically just tanked his junior year.
Just got fat.
To like, yeah, because we needed depth. We needed depth at tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it.
No,
yeah,
it wasn't.
I got disgusting and soft.
He got soft. Probably felt like shit.
I got mush body just because my coach wanted me to put mass on.
Yeah, he put on like probably 25 pounds.
Chicks wanted nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
That's funny.
Shout out to him though, and his family.
All right, fun episode, guys.
Fun episode. Check us out on Patreon. Didn't mention it off the top, but you can go to Circling Back podcast on Patreon. We drop episodes Tuesday and Thursday. What do we got going tomorrow, Randy?
Circling back on touching base.
Oh,
Which
I don't know. I know one of them is going to be Micah's airing of grievances. I don't know what the second one's going to be. I could just make the whole thing that one. It's kind of a long segment, but definitely it's pretty funny.
If you're new here, that means we had a other show called Touching Base before this, and we got some classic audio. So we like to riff on it, listen to it, talk about where we were, where we were with the show back then, kind of where we were in our lives back then, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So check it out. That'll drop tomorrow, and then Thursday we do listener voicemails. You can leave us a little voicemail 888-618-4422. And you can try Patreon for free for a week. And if you don't like it, you can honestly email Dillon at washmedia.com, and you can tell him every reason why.
And I'll respond.
But you will. Just don't DM him unless you're a babe. In case DM him.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. Having fun. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Metal Ranchos.